We ready?
Yes, I believe we are. Hi, folks. Welcome to the Stoner Sports Report with Scott and Skunky.
Ready.
Here we go. We got Bobby Boucher behind us.
Yeah, yeah. He can bring us water.
He's gonna bring a can of whip ass with him. His mama don't like him playing foosball.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's basically hot all over the country, so everybody's probably hot right now. But speaking of hot, the Dallas Mavericks are hot. I was looking at who they've beaten, and they beat the number one seed Oklahoma City Thunder. They beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they've actually beaten these teams, somewhat easily, which is surprising. They just gelled at the right time. But not only do I like Dallas over Boston, but I think when a team wins, um, if they split a series on the road, they generally win the first game for the simple reason of teams haven't played each other. The team that maybe isn't as talented wins because the other team needs to make adjustments. But no, I think it's more than that. I think because I've watched Boston and they're good,
Yeah.
but they totally rely basically on Jason Tatum. And Dallas has two guys. It's not like they don't have two guys. They got Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, but I
I
don't
saw.
know. Go
I
ahead.
saw where that guy that come from Dallas to Boston is going to play that tore his calf. That
Oh, Christian Porzingis. Porzingis. Yes.
that'll help him.
Yeah, that will help him.
I don't know how
Um,
to play, but
yeah, he'll play. To me, it's just hard to say because the way Boston winning 62 games this year and Dallas winning 52.
yeah,
Obviously, Boston's better. Boston's been blowing teams out, but the playoffs are a whole different beast,
correct.
and every possession matters. Um, Boston also has a tendency to turn the ball over, foul a lot, and they're going to be playing. I just see Luka Doncic at the line a lot. I think that you'll be watching the game every time you look up. You'll be at the free throw line.
He always has.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, if he's been able to do that against every team, then there's no question he's going to do that against Boston. And I've had people agree with me when I say, and especially lately, he seems to be getting those LeBron calls too, and you got guys literally getting technicals because they're like I'm barely touching him and he's falling down. He's a good flopper now too. So
yeah.
Boston should Boston should Boston should win the series, but that doesn't necessarily mean they will. And actually, I've got Dallas. So
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
you sexy bitches, how are you? I
hey,
got a little, I got a little
hey, yeah,
news.
go
I
ahead.
want to talk to you about some sports news.
all
What's
right.
going on? Colin Kaepernick takes a knee, and now who? Brittany Greener. She took a knee. It's all over the place.
Isn't that the one we got from Afghanistan?
Oh, she got caught up in Russia with the
Oh,
little bit of
Oh
marijuana.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah, and
she took a
we were
knee.
gonna trade. Yeah, we were gonna make a trade.
It's all
Go
over
ahead.
the place. Yeah, everywhere. She took a knee. Now we got to kick her out of sports because she took a knee. But we saved her life. But now I don't know. Anyway, have a good show, guys. Love you.
Oh, how about that? Yeah, that's an interesting subject.
we traded
We,
arms. We traded arms dealers for her, I believe.
yeah, that's what. Well, yeah. I don't know if we actually go ahead and do that, or was that just discussed? But
We got
um,
her back, unfortunately. But I would assume so.
my
Yeah.
okay, and here we go. All right, my view on all that, honestly, at least to me, is this simple. If where you work won't let you protest, then why should the NFL let you protest. Here's my point. If you are trying to make a point, football is only 6 months out of the year. You're not practicing all the time. Go do it while you're not at work. Period. I think
I
that's where
have
that's
something confused? I'm confused because I thought we lived in America, the land of the free.
Yes.
absolutely. But why do you have to do it while you're at work? Here's my point. You can't do it at any other job. If you literally protested at another job, they would fire you.
White boy Tebow did it every week. White boy Tebow did it every week, and nobody had an issue. But then all of a sudden, Kaepernick didn't, and now, oh my
Nah,
God,
to me,
Let me ask you
yeah,
this.
we can agree to disagree because I'm telling you, oh, so you're going to get paid a bunch of millions of dollars and just disrespect the NFL and America, and we're supposed to be okay with that? No. If we're not paying you, and not making you rich and stuff, yeah, that's a totally different story. Then absolutely.
Our government does that every day, right?
Yeah. No, I think. Well, then how come the majority of the country disagrees with it? Then they don't like it. People don't like it. Do you know how many? You should look up the viewership. No, this is true.
I don't see
This is true. You guys should look up the viewership. Do you know how many people don't even watch football anymore? Because what happened back in when was it? 2000.
Absolutely
People were a lot
no
of
difference
now.
in football at all. No difference at all. Actually, there's more people watching football now after the Kaepernick thing than there was before.
Yeah, but you know why? Because they're not doing it now. Has anybody noticed? If you guys watch football, they're not doing it. They're not doing it now. That's why. So it's like, I mean, we can agree to disagree, but to me,
They're not doing what?
you're using your platform to express how you feel. The way I look at it, and this
They're
gets
not
me, the
doing
way I
what?
look at it, that is something you
I use
do
my platform
away
every
from
day.
work.
That's how I feel.
I would do it that
You
way.
can you can do all the protesting you want after work. You play a 3 hour football game. I mean, seriously, I'm sorry. Yeah, you will. There's nothing you could even say that would convince me that's needed. That's not needed.
That is
I mean, in fact,
absolutely
not only is it not needed,
That's absolutely ridiculous because a man took a knee that he should never play football again. When Tim Tebow did it every week and it wasn't a fucking big deal, but all of a sudden America hates him because he took a fucking knee.
because here's a huge difference. Tim Tebow dropped to a knee because of his belief in God. Colin Kaepernick dropped his knee.
Doing it because he wanted to believe in God too. How the fuck you know what he's thinking in his fucking head?
Because that's what he said. Have you read any books by Tim Tebow, his autobiographies or anything like that? That's exactly what he was doing, and he's been doing that since college. But Colin Kaepernick did it because of cops brutality. Colin Kaepernick had a friend that was killed by the cops, and so he had every right. He had every right to feel that way. That's why I don't want anybody at all to get confused with me saying that means that I don't agree with them. I absolutely 100% totally agree with them.